This is your June 2022 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Scorpio, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It's greatly appreciated. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is like, okay, I have a path that I'm going to go in. I have what I need, and I'm going to begin with this. Page of Pentacles can also represent communication. It could represent friendship. So let's see where this goes. You have the Five of Swords. I don't know where this is taking us. You have the Devil crossing that Capricorn energy. So to me, it looks like, take it if it resonates, like if this is you or the other person. But it seems like you're wanting to put in some effort into something. A little effort. But with the Five of Swords, it's in a deceptive way. In a way of like, I'm going to get what I want. I don't care what you say. Or maybe even forced, like, this is how it's going to be. And it's really not benefiting anyone. With the Devil card crossing here, the problem is, I don't know if it's ego, pride, fear, because it could be fear, like if you're trying to, let's say it's a new relationship, and you're trying to put in some sort of effort here, and it's kind of like a little bit of manipulation. Well, if I do this, you know, they're going to fall for me kind of thing. Let's see. You have the Hangman. So the Hangman is about seeing things in a different perspective. It's also an energy of feeling stuck. But it's either a force stuck, or you put yourself in that position because you know that something is not working in the way that you're seeing it. So the Hangman here is leaving you stuck. But it's kind of like, well, I want to cut these ties of being stuck. Let's see. In the past, you have the Page of Swords, another page, communication. This could be wanting to get more information out of somebody. I feel like there's interest played in here. You have the Four of Pentacles on your mind, holding on to something. I don't know if you're closed off, because this can also represent that there was some sort of interest here in the past, but maybe you don't trust an individual, maybe you feel betrayed, and now you're closed off. I also feel like there's this energy of hanging on to something. And oh shit, yo, Scorpio. Seven of Swords. What the heck is going on here? So the Seven of Swords is an energy of like escaping without no one knowing. It's also an energy of, you know, I'm going to do it like this and nobody's going to know. This is also an energy of running away. Let's get an oracle card for you. It may resonate with the reading, it may not. It may just give a little bit of insight. I keep looking back because I'm seeing if my kids are coming. Scorpio, please. What's interesting here is that there's Pentacles and Swords. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And you being a water sign, I always tend to find more Cups and Wands energy in your reading. So this could be picking up on someone else's energy. This is way too many, but I'll take this one. Keep your commitments, number 51. Are you making promises that you aren't keeping? Are you falling short in your commitments to others or taking more from people or situations than you're giving? Man, this could be for the other person. Do you feel that the rules of life don't apply to you, or that you're special and deserve more than others? If so, brace yourself, because your behavior is about to catch up with you. Your ego is distorting your view and leading you away from your soul's commitment to grow. Your higher self, ever lovingly present, is about to help you make a course correction. So buckle up. Your soul's purpose right now is to grow in integrity and humility in the face of the divine. You can no longer ignore or deny your spiritual responsibilities or pretend that you're the exception to the rules of the game of life. Wow, this definitely does kind of resonate with all these cards showing up here. Above all, be fair in your dealings with others. Your soul's lesson: rein in your ego and return to your spirit. All upsetting shocks presently unfolding are direct repercussions of your overly self-indulgent or negative behavior patterns over a long period of time. These disruptions aren't meant to punish you, but rather to shake you free. There's a typo here. From your delusions and help you reconnect to your higher self. So I almost feel like there's also this sense of like wanting something, whether it's in this particular way or having something in your possession, and it's not occurring, and that not occurring or that not having is actually helping you to see something else. Okay, let's keep going. You can minimize your agitation by admitting your errors quickly, especially in your failure to keep promises and fulfill your obligations. Stop making excuses. Simply put, it's time to straighten up and fly right. So the excuses could even be like, well, I'm doing this right. It's the other person that's not doing it. That could be an excuse, and it's an excuse to not see what we're doing. If you are forcing somebody to behave in a certain way, if you're manipulating somebody to give you what you want, and you're saying, but I'm being a good person, it's the other person, again, it's still making excuses. Again, there's no judgment here. We all do this, so it's not like I'm like, oh, Scorpio, you're bad. Or if this is resonating for the person that you're dealing with, that person is terrible. I'm not saying that. But where is this coming from? And I feel like deep down inside, it might be coming from fear. Fear of losing something, fear of not getting what you want, fear of repeating a damn cycle. There's a fear here. And this commitment, keep your commitments, could even be to yourself. Because let's say you ended a relationship that was super toxic. And now, after a period of time, you find someone, you enjoy this person, and you've promised yourself that you wouldn't repeat a certain pattern. I'm starting anew, etc., etc. And now you find yourself pressuring the other person. This is just an example. The commitment that you had to yourself of not repeating a certain cycle. Are you behaving in the same way when you started off with the other commitment that you ended? I feel like Scorpio here, you're so intelligent and intuitive, and you understand things, and I feel like there's also this card of acting like I don't know anything, acting like, oh, I'm too dumb, I don't know. But you really know. You know a lot. Please don't get offended by what I'm saying. This is what's coming to me. Like, I don't pull this stuff out of my ass. And I absolutely never, I'm one that never likes to create conflict. I don't like to deal with conflict. I mean, if it's there, then of course, like, I have to deal with it, but I have Scorpio in my chart, but I also have a Pisces Mars, which is a sign of like a conflict can't really be created because, and then there's this tendency of always seeing the other person's perspective, and there's this danger of putting yourself to the side and not defending yourself and not putting these boundaries. And I'm saying for me in particular. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Let's take a look at this. Let's see the Page of Pentacles. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles here as the overall energy for Scorpio. Wheel of Fortune. The King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And the Nine of Cups. And the Sun card, Leo. I feel like this is... Hey, Lonely Leo. I feel like this is, I've decided what I want. I'm making a change. This is the direction that I'm going to go in. I feel happy going in this direction. That's the energy. That's the overall energy here. Now, this could also be that you might be dealing with an air sign. Again, it doesn't have to be. And you want to invest your time and energy with this person. Again, could be vice versa. But what is the Five of Swords in the current position? The Page of Wands. We got a lot of pages here. The Page of Wands. This could be something that just started or it's fresh. You're in the communication stages. Now, all these pages can also represent a sense of immaturity. And immaturity doesn't mean that you're... it doesn't mean something negative. It just means that there's more to grow from this. There's more information to find out. Type of thing. Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. The Strength card, Leo energy. And Leo just showed up. I don't know if this Five of Swords is necessarily that you don't trust something. I also feel like there is this kind of like, I don't trust anybody because everyone always hurts me. I want this relationship, but that person is just going to hurt me. And maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe they are hurting currently. Like, you feel hurt by their actions. Or lack of. I'm everywhere. But with the two twos showing up, there's something here about relationships. There's something here about another individual. It's not just you. You could have been communicating about a relationship with this person, but something here is off. Somebody could have been holding back. You could have felt betrayed. Let's keep going. What is the Devil? Lack of action, yeah. There's the Strength card, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So I feel like there was some sort of communication. Maybe you were holding back for some time. Maybe you're like, you know what, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to see how it goes. And then all of a sudden you decided to say something. Listen, I'm giving. I want this out of this connection. I almost feel like it's, because it's tied to this Devil card, could be just a Capricorn. But because it's tied into the Devil card, it almost feels like it's in a way of this. Look at what the Devil is doing here. Oh, you know, well, here's some money if you do this, if you do that. Here, look, this tastes really good kind of thing. So, Scorpio, it could be that the blockage here, again, there's the sense of manipulation. You know, well, maybe if I look sexy enough, they're going to. Maybe if I care for them extra, they're going to. Now, if this is not you, it could be the other person, but this is what I feel like I'm getting. Over-asserting is the word that I got just now. Let's take a look at the Hanged Man. The Six of Swords, the Emperor, and the Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So there's a lot here about independence. There's a lot here about empowerment and feeling like you got this. You could have left a situation with the Six of Swords, left baggage in the past. It could have been you left a relationship. It could have been that you left certain behaviors in the past here. But it seems like something is coming back around, like something is repeating itself here. I feel like there has been already, like, I've learned my lesson. I know what I have to do. I'm in control of myself and I feel good. I can see things from a different perspective. And because of that, it could be that you've brought in, you attracted something that seems like it's solid, that you really want, that F and Five of Swords. What is the Page of Swords in the past? Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups, Eight of Cups. In the past here, you've definitely left something here. You left something behind. It could have even been like a certain family pattern. You were dissatisfied with something. And this contrast that was brought to you in the past helped you to open up your eyes, to be a little more curious, like, but I know I can attain happiness. I know that I can grow from this, move away from this. What's at the bottom? Eight of Cups. Yeah. A detachment here. And this detachment, again, created this desire for more, for better, which is how we begin to manifest things. It's the first stage. This is why we have this, you know, crappy things happen, because those crappy things, it's not on purpose to make us suffer. It's really just there for us to be like, oh, that's what I don't want. I know what I do want, the opposite of that. And that's when that desire blooms and we begin to manifest. We put it out into the universe does what it needs to do to bring in the components. And then you tune into that radio, that frequency of what it is that you want to attain. Now the problem is that we get stuck on that. Well, I don't really know what station it's at. But deep down inside, we really do know what station it's at. So let's say you left a toxic relationship and you want to find a happy, harmonious relationship, one where there's communication, one where there's openness, I don't know, something like this. And so you knew that in the previous thing, that's not what I had, that's not what I want the opposite of that, right? So you're like, okay, universe, this is what I want. And the universe is orchestrating. And now your purpose is to shift into that energy of having this harmony, this communication. And how do we do that? We have that within ourselves. So we have other people that come into our lives, friends, family, whoever, random person that just shows up, where we can feel that interaction that we want, that good communication. Oh, somebody at work who's working well with you and the communication is going great. Yeah, there you go. That's the feeling that I want. Now I want this with a relationship. And so it's tuning your frequency to that. Because if we go back to like, oh, everyone is shithead, nobody's ever going to listen, communication sucks with everyone, we're going back and forth. There isn't that straight stream where the universe can be like, okay, here we go, we're going to drop it off to you. But instead of having that straight stream, there's like, okay, going straight, but now there's a blockage. Okay, now I have to go over the blockage or something like this. I hope this is making sense. Let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles on your mind. The Seven of Wands, The Ten of Cups. And the King of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo. Moon at the bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. There's that harmony that I was just saying. I don't know if this is necessarily... There's something here that's almost forcing you to sit and think for a second. Whatever it is, this Five of Swords, Devil, and then there's the Hangman, which is, again, that forced energy of sitting and thinking. It's a commitment, it's a relationship. It maybe even be reevaluating how you see relationships or your beliefs or whatever. That stuff is shifting. You're coming more into yourself and who you are as a person. Because look, growing up, we're taught things, and the things that we're taught is basically just a guidance system. Like, here, this is going to put you on the path. And then as we get older, as we experience, as we create more and more, we start to find our identity. The problem is that when we think our identity lies outside, when it can't, it's an identity, it's inside, it's not over there. So I feel like there's a huge change here. I'm surprised the Death card didn't show up. Or maybe because the transformation hasn't happened completely just yet. Although it will. There's a lot of tens. I don't know if you're resisting this because you're still holding on to something. And I don't know if it's the idea of this Ten of Cups with the King of Wands.